talking to this guy.
Okay.
Right now, is that already rolling?
Yeah.
So you're already rolling, so whenever you're feeling ready, you'll go and we will try not to move because of the gravel.
Hey folks, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good, 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 good. I always see that.
No,
I thought about
no. I don't want to be on video in any way, shape, or form.
Right, no, it's all on.
I'm good, I'm good. Honest to God, thank you. I don't want to be involved in this. You're asking for something. I don't want to be involved. I'm trying to help you not. We're going for a walk from our house right now. So, and you're on private property and we're watching your house right now. So, we do have a bit of an issue here. Okay. Would you please get off the fence?
No, I won't. If you want to call someone, you can, but we have permission to do this from the owners. So if
Owner over here?
yeah, if you want to call them, you totally can.
The owner of this house is what owns this one.
Okay.
We're in the
If you want to call them, you can. If you want to call them, you can.
Call the cops.
Okay.
You do.
All right, whatever.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name?
Yes, give me your name.
If you're an officer, I would give you my
I'm
name,
not
but you're
an
not.
officer in any way, but I'm going to tell you right now, you are on private property.
Okay.
I'm telling you honestly.
Okay.
And you're
I think you have a pet peeve because he asked you something and you're trying to stand your ground and you're coming off as a very ugly person. So thank you and have a great walk. Goodbye.
Yeah.
To be a tourist.
I don't care. I love this place as a tourist. Thank you. Wow. Wow, that really is gonna...
I'm sorry.
No, why are you apologizing? Like, honestly, like, sorry, that's like, I don't like that. I don't like that. That was so rude of him.
I was being so nice.
You did. He didn't even hear you out.
Yeah, he didn't even let me finish.
He didn't let you finish. He is a snooty, white-ass person. Like, that's all I gotta say about it. Continue to be a tourist. Okay, is that supposed to be an insult, babe?
I just feel bad because I feel like it's gonna ruin like your feelings.
I don't know if like I might have to chill out for a second because that like pissed me off really bad.
Same.
Should we just move to a different spot?
Yeah, let's just move to a
I hate
different
giving
spot.
that turd muffin his way, but
Yeah.
But yeah,
The police are outside right now. He called the cops. No, he actually called the cops. The police are outside right now. I want to say that I don't know how I remained as calm as I did. I think it's where I work with kids now and I have a lot of patience. I do want to paint the picture for you of what this guy looked like. Him and his wife seemed, I think they were like in their 60s or something. He was walking with a glass of whiskey in his hand. It's like a small glass with some ice and some dark liquor in it. So bro was getting crunk. After he threatened to call the cops on us, me and videographer friends were like blowing off some steam in that moment because we just could not believe that that happened. And I told them that like I can't film I can't film today because that just ruined everything. I was supposed to say like beautiful, nice things about my soon-to-be husband. Meanwhile, I went to kick rocks at this other man. They understood. We went to the Airbnb, you know, the one that he said that we were on private property, even though we were staying at the Airbnb. My family, his family, they're playing like cornhole or whatever. I interrupt everything. I'm like, hey, I just got the cops threatened on me. And then everybody's like, what? My mom's not surprised, but like, what happened? What happened? So I explained to them what happened, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that that happened. That stinks. I can't believe that. Like, some people are just so freaking rude. My mother-in-law, she's the one that had her name in the Airbnb, so she was a little bit more like, you know, worried, like, what if this guy knows the host and he calls them and he says something that is just like really far-fetched, but still like, you know, it would be on her. I walked up to her and I apologized and I said, like, you know, I'm sorry that I said anything. I wish that I didn't. I just hated that he was disrespecting us. And she understood, so she just let me know, like, I'm just keeping an eye on, you if the host messages me. I was just so nervous and anxious, and everybody could see that too. So everyone was letting me know, it's okay, like, don't worry, he's not gonna call the cops, don't worry. So we're sitting down, we're getting ready to play Uno, and then one person in my family looks out the window and they're like, hey, there's red and blue lights outside. Could you imagine how I felt in that moment after like trying to blow all that off, thinking like, oh, he's not gonna really do it, but he really did it. They're outside and they're walking around and stuff, just checking out the area, and they don't see anything, like nothing's happening. There's nothing happening. It's a waste of their time. So I don't know like where they go. I don't even see like if they stick around. I'm just like in my own little zone, kind of just like staring at the floor. My husband's trying to tell me everything's okay, and I'm like, no, please don't talk to me. Bridezilla is getting ready to answer the phone right now and blow up on everybody. When I get mad, I go to crying. Like, I knew that was getting ready to happen, so I go to the bathroom, I lock myself in. Was sitting there in the dark, but I was like, I know I'm laughing, but like I was having a major panic attack because I was so worried about what other people thought of me, how I ruined everything, like hyperventilating. I'm throwing up. I've never done that before while having a panic attack. Finally, like 40 minutes later, I stayed in there so long. I was watching the clock. Every minute that passed, I'm like, oh my God, everybody's just thinking the worst of me. It was just getting worse the longer I stayed in there. I could not move at one point. My mother-in-law came to the door and she told me to come out, like, we need to talk about this. We need to get past this. So long story short, I finally come out of the bathroom. Apparently our friends, the videographers, they went and talked to the police, and they just wanted to know like what's happening, what's going on. I don't know if the cops couldn't tell them or what, but our friends used to be a 911 operator, and he knew to ask for the case number. Looks up the case number, and this is what the guy called in and said, by the way. The case number said that we were throwing a house party. We were having a big house party. Also, he was our neighbor, by the way. Found that out too. Like the next day when we passed him in the car, when I was getting ready to get married, I'm like, I see him, I'm like, holy cow, that's the guy that like threatened us. It's so funny to me that he got us for having a house party, even though this man was walking down the street with a glass of whiskey in his hand. If I knew, I would have got him for public intoxication. I would have fought back. But anyways, that's what happened. There has to be some sort of wedding drama, right? But at least that was mine.